So welcome, good people, to your favorite Math 10 radio station. I'm your host for Math with Mike for this next. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so fun. No, I'm not allowed to say that. Not allowed to say that anymore. Yeah, yeah. On the weather today outside, it is sunny, and the weather inside, air conditioning is cold and frosty. And what? Yeah, Arctic air conditioning in today. For our warm up, we got these 1, 2, 3 questions. This is going to be warm up number 1. Warm up 1 because of the Arctic air conditioning. It's going to look like this. Solve for x. And what you have is this challenge here.
Hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good. What you?
Nice. So warm up number 1 here for you.
Oh, okay.
Now, no idea if it's going to be nice or not. That is, it might be a weird sort of fraction, but this is what we got coming up with today. Screen is being shared. Warm up is being recorded. Okay, so it looks pretty good on the screen, which is nice with these big fat markers. I'm going to pause the video so that Diana and Hidil, you can try it on your own there for a couple minutes, and you won't have to watch the video stop later on. And in class, you do the same. You try and work this out before I do. All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Math 10 Radio. What do we got here? Oh, you telling me? I'm not telling you. Diana, all you. What'd you get for this one?
3x squared 2.
No, 3x squared is good on its own there. Perfect. Next term.
Minus 6.
Yeah, minus 6 along with the x.
And plus.
Hold it along with the x, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Plus 7x.
Yeah, plus 7x.
And plus 14x.
What is it?
14x.
Yeah, 14. Good. And then, oh, no x for this one. Hey, watch.
Yeah.
X is there. These are just numbers. 7 times 2, just regular 14. No x's.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
You don't. There's no x there.
Okay.
No x there. So it doesn't appear magically. Just numbers only. This stays. We haven't done anything with it yet. Minus 3x squared. Okay. Oh, equals 6. This shouldn't be there. Okay, what next, good people?
6x. I
Mhm.
think 6x minus. No.
Yeah, opposite signs. Class is beating you there, and Diana. Watch this first. Yeah.
Exactly. Minus 3 minus 6 3 minus 3x power
Like
4.
this is an x squared and that's an x squared, right? So those are gonna combine together.
Oh, okay. 6x squared 4.
It isn't. Zoom was saying 6. This one's a plus because it's invisible. And this one is a minus,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes. So x power 4.
No, this is like 3 minus 3.
Maybe 9.
No, these are 0. If you have 3 chocolate bars and you take 3 chocolate bars away, you got no chocolate bars. If you have 3x squareds and you take 3x squareds away, you got 0x squareds. So that's just going to be,
Okay.
that's just going to be like 0.
Um,
Okay.
okay.
Collecting like terms. But now we do these. The x's. What do we get?
So here I think like should be minus 1x.
Plus 1x. Not bad. 7 minus 6, right?
Yeah.
Take the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put a 1 in there, but it's invisible.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what is left? That's done. 14 and the 6, right?
Yeah.
Plus 14.
Equals 6 there still. Okay, so even that's getting old now. Yeah. Okay. So now taking a look here, we got 0 times x squared. Okay, that's just gone, right?
So 1x on power 3.
No, this is like 0. So this term is gone. 0
So-
times whatever, finished. We
And-
have now x there, and then plus 14 is equal to 6. So we're almost at our final answer.
How about the 1x?
Exactly. We got to get it by itself. That's what the goal of this question is.
Okay.
So how do we do that?
I think we should put we should change them. I mean switch.
Not bad. Switch something. We're going to switch the 14. That's going to go over there. So it's going to equal 6. And now it's going to be minus 14. Yeah. Yeah. So you check it out. It's going to be 14 minus 6 is 8. And because 14 is bigger, minus.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is. That's the answer for the first one. Any questions about that?
I can see the first one.
Yeah. First page. There we go.
Okay, second,
Screenshot.
can see all the sheets. Can you just make it up?
It's just, yeah, it's this one and then the second one. That's all there is. Just those two. Yo, yeah, photo math was good for this? Was it the same? Close. Okay, good. Warm up number 2, good people. Looks a little like this. Oh yeah, this is gonna be solve with substitution, okay? Like yesterday's topic. I say yesterday, but last day's topic. Okay, so we got hold it, parse. I'm trying to make it up so it works. I don't want any weird fractions. Inshallah, trying. That's like that. And okay. So a couple of things for this one. First of all, for the goal, when it says solve, right? A system like this, the goal is to get a point x comma y. Okay? Now, if you check what we did yesterday, last class, we always, yeah, so we solved for y and then substituted it, right? Okay, so for this, we're going to substitute x instead. Hope that doesn't mess you up too much. Okay. Yeah, for this, maybe I'll get you started. Okay, solve for substitution. I'll get you started with this one. Instead of working with y, we're going to use x because it's easy to get this x by itself. So using number 1, the using number 1, the we're going to move the x to the right hand side, and we're going to move the 2 to the left hand side. Okay, so when the x moves over,
Will be positive.
it's going to be like 2 plus x now, right? Because it goes to that side.
Yeah.
Good. And when we move the 2 over, what's going to happen there? The want x by itself, so the 2 has to move over to the other side. What's gonna happen with that one? Well, remember, when something moves from one side to the other, it changes from positive to a negative. Okay, or a negative to a positive. But in this case, it's plus 2, so it's going to be minus 2 when it's on this side here. Agreed? Agreed. So now what's going to happen is last day we replaced y. Today we're going to replace x. Okay, so now instead of 7x minus 2y is equal to 5, we're going to have this instead of x. So it's going to be 7, that stuff, minus 2y is equal to 5. So what's going to go in those empty brackets there? Exactly. That's the where the name comes from, substituting or replacing, right? So we have 3y now minus 2 like that, replacing what the x is. And now it turns into warm-up question number 1. You just solve this for y, okay? So I'm going to switch pages. You guys get to the end, though, before me there, all right? Okay, so simplifying this, what happens next?
7
Yo, yeah.
times 3, 21y minus 7 times 2, 14,
Yep, that sounds good.
and minus 2y equals
Nice.
5.
Equals 5, right on. There's some little multiplying there, eh?
So 21 and 2y, 21y and 2y is adding together.
Well, you watch. What's this in front of the 2y?
Minus, yeah, minus. 19, 19y.
It's going to be 19. 19y. Because it's like 21 chocolate bars, take away 2 chocolate bars.
Minus 14.
Yeah, okay. Zoom is like, quit talking about chocolate bars, just get to work. So, okay.
Yeah, I love chocolate.
All right, so what's next? Yeah, 14.
19y.
I'll show it. It's 19y still. Yeah, for sure. Then it's plus 14 plus 5. Yeah, exactly. 19. Oh, 19y is equal to 19. Yeah. So therefore, you can show that second last step there, divide by 19. Divided by 19 down here. And so you get y is equal to how much? 1 indeed. Yeah. Okay. And so now, as a reminder, we got to solve for x, right? We're looking for a location. So we need both the x coordinate and the y coordinate. What we got so far is this. We got the y coordinate is 1, but we don't know what this x is yet. Okay. Now, what we do is we take the 1 and we substitute it back into one of our earlier equations. Now watch on this page. There are 1, 2, 3 equations that are available for us to use. This is the good looking one, because the answer we get from this will be the x that we need. X is kind of hidden in there and definitely hidden in there with the 7, right? Here it's on its own. Okay. So officially you can use any of these 3, but this is the good one to use to find the x. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to the other page and finish up the question. We now know that 3y minus 2 is equal to x. We did the earlier work. We know y is equal to 1. So that goes in there. And we solve this and we get what x is going to equal. And so working all of that high power question out, what do you get? Yeah, this ends up being 3 minus 2. So x is going to equal 1 when you finish this question here. Or this coordinate, that's a better way to say it. The x part, that's a 1, believe it or not. Yeah.
What's this, the difference between this and the last day?
This is the last day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because you said this is a new thing for and homework is the same.
Nice. It's true. So the homework that you have there, different way of getting the x and the y. Okay, now, which I'll show in a couple minutes. So final answer from all of this. We found our y first, so that I can go there with 1. And then we found x second. And so there we go. That's what our point is going to look like when we do this. This is now the solution to the system. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it there then. I was thinking 3 warm-ups, but this will be, we'll just stick with 2. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that means we're going to get on to the new stuff today, which is what you see on the screen on the right there. Day 30. Elimination. We're going to be given the same types of questions, same same questions to solve, but this is just a different way to do it instead of substitution. Okay, so the first thing to notice is that it's over on the screen here, not the camera, is that you want to set up the equation so that you have an x first, then you have a y, and then you have a number over there on the other side. So you might have to move things around in order to set that equation up properly. Okay. So they have to be in the right order. And then not only that, we're going to put them one on top of one another. So just as I put here, one, we got the setup. We have to have the right order. And then next, yeah, you just set it up as what I'll say is vertically. Okay, so taking a look at we're not going to solve this one, but taking a look at the example here, we have 3x minus y is equal to 3. Is that equation all in the right order? X first and then a y and then a number? Yeah, it is. That one's okay. So 3x, x goes first, y, some number on the right-hand side there. Yeah, the 3. No number close to the y? It's invisible. Yeah, invisible one. Okay, and on the next number, next equation, is that in the right order? Yeah, x, y, number, it's exactly what it is. Now, this is what I mean by vertically. X, y, and then the number. Vertically is so that everything lines up, right, with the same thing. X's are all in one column, Y's are all in another column, and then the numbers on the other side are all lined up. That's important for this strategy, okay? All right. As I said, not going to solve this one because you'll see why later on. Okay, so the words for what we just said there, at least at the start, put the order right. This thing is actually, it's a little wordy, but it talks about the trick. The trick is to get coefficients the same. Here we have a 3 and here we have a 2. They're not the same, right? We want to get them the same, and there's a way to do it. And once they are the same, what we can do is add and subtract these equations from one another. That helps. That'll get us through to the end. Okay, so that's what this slide here shows. Yeah, the coefficients for one of the variables, the coefficients for x or the coefficients for y, not both, that's right. Okay, they might happen that way, which would be kind of weird. It's a very special type situation, but for the most part, it's only one of them. Okay. And then to do the work, as I said, we're going to be adding these, maybe subtracting these, right? Let's see what we got. Okay. Now, just like before, we need both x and y. So this sentence here just says, oh, once you find one of the variables, go back and find the other one. Okay. Plug the answer back in. Okay. That gets you if you have the x, that gets you the y. If you have the y, that gets you the x. Okay. So a lot of similarities between the two, except for this first part here, which I'll show you. Okay, so let's look at this one. Is this one any nicer? Oh, heck, it's the same one. Okay, guess we're stuck doing it. Here's how it works. I'm going to write this down because it's so important. Same coefficients, okay? Okay, so what would be helpful? What's going to be helpful is to label the equations that you have here. Call 1 and 2 there. So looking at the x's, are they the same? No. Looking at the y's, are they the same? No. Okay, so here's the trick. If we multiply equation 1 by 3, 3 times this 3 will give what? 9. Okay, and we got a 9 and a 2 then. Those aren't the same. However, check this out. If we have a 3 and multiply minus 1 by 3, what do we get? Minus 3. What do we have down here? A plus 3. See? It's 3 and a 3. Those are the same now. And then what we'll do is we'll add these together. And those will disappear. What's that? It's 1 right now, but watch this. This is the trick. I'm going to go 3 times whatever we have in equation 1. Okay, so what's 3 times, looking at equation 1, what's 3 times 3x? Okay, 9x. What is now 3 times negative y? Yep, you see, the 1's gone now. It's now minus 3. And then what's 3 times, still equation 1? What's 3 times this 3? 9, right? Okay, beauty. So what we're going to do, instead of working with these two equations, we're going to work with these two equations. Okay, look what happens. If we have a 3 plus a minus 3, they're gone, right? Yeah, that's the trick. They are eliminated. That's what the name comes from. It's like a video game. Eliminated. All right, so watch. This is good. We got it set up. I'm going to rewrite our work. It's all a bit longer because I'm just teaching the first time, right? You'll see that when you write these answers, will be a little bit shorter. Okay, so that's our equation 2. And this is our updated equation that we have here. 3y is equal to 9, like that. And when the signs are opposite, you always add. Then they go. If the signs happen to be the same, then you subtract. Okay? All right. So we're always adding now. 2 plus 9, 11. 3 plus minus 3, gone. I'll put plus 0y just to show you we thought about it, but what's 0 times whatever? 0, it's gone, right? And so you always working vertically. The x's together, y's together. 13 plus 9, what do we get? Yeah, good. 22. And that's right. I'm adding because, watch, if we have a plus 3 and then we add it to a minus 3, they get eliminated, right? Okay, that's the trick. That's why we add this time. So if we add these to eliminate them, we have to add everything. That's the rule there. Okay, so this simplifies to 11x equals 22. X is equal to 2. As before, we need to know what? We need to know what the y value is going to be. So we go back to one of the other equations to work with. Now, unlike substitution, there is no real nice one. we don't have a special one to work with. So you just choose the nicest one you can. Okay, so looking at these, we have these original questions or equations. That's the one we made up. Which equation is going to be the easiest one to find y with?
1.
Yeah, and the Zoom says 1, and I agree. Look at this here. Y is almost by itself. Here we got to divide by 3 afterwards. Starts to get weird. Not horrible, right? But harder than it needs to be. So we use number 1. Okay, so using number 1, we get 3x minus y is equal to 3. We found that x is equal to 2. So I'll just put that in there as a reminder. That's what we found. So let x equal 2. 2 goes in there, minus y is equal to 3 like that. And now we solve this for y. Okay, so 3 times 2, 6 there, minus y is equal to 3. And then solving for y, we want to get y by itself, right? So that'll give 6 minus 3 when that goes to that side. And then plus y when that goes to the other side. So that gives a final value there for y is equal to 3. And to give our final answer, it's just as a point like before. Okay, so the final work, we get x is 2 and y is equal to 3. Okay, so we're going to do a few of these just to get the method down. Get that practiced, okay? And so remember, the goal is going to be to get coefficients the same somehow. Multiplying, and then once the multiplying is done, you can do some adding. Let's see what's next. Oh, we got those ones. Okay. So what we got, example 2 here. So what's the first thing we got to do? Order, okay? So looking at the first equation, is that in the correct order? Yeah, what makes it the correct order? Yeah, x first, then y, then the other number there at the end. Okay, what about the other equation? Is that in order? Okay, so we got to fix it up. Okay, so it's plus 3x, so it's plus 3x there. No minus, we're going to stay on the same side of for this question, nothing moves across the equal sign. So no minuses yet. We can move things, but if we stay on one side of the equal sign, the signs, they stay the same. All right, so the 3x is going first, as you see with the camera, and then the 2y will go next, plus 2y. And that is equal to what? 4. Okay, so I had it in order, and now it's set up vertically like this. All right, good people. As you said, we're looking for the same coefficients. Are the x's the same? No, Y is the same? No. So then we'll have to do some multiplying to make that happen. So watch this. Let's take equation 1 and multiply it by 3. What are we going to get for the x? Equation 1 and multiply it by 3. What's going to happen with this term? It's going to be 6x, right? What if you multiply this one by 2? Yeah, you see? Then we can get them the same, right? Then we can do stuff. So that's the trick. Okay. Strategy. It's not a trick. So equation 1, we're going to multiply by 3 and write down what you get. So equation 1 times 3 creates, yeah, thank you there, 6x and then plus 9y, right on, is equal to? Yep, equal to 3 for all of those terms there. That's times. No, this 2 is not, or this 3 is not that 3. It's a different 3. So it's actually going like, just taking the whole thing there and multiplying everything by 3 on the inside. I don't know if that shows up on the camera. No, not at all. But taking that this first equation and multiplying everything by 3. Okay, and the reason we chose 3 is that it'll work. It's the opposite number, basically. Okay, it's a pattern you'll see. Okay, so that's equation 1 set up. Worked a little bit there. Equation 2 now. Yeah, times by 2 this time, right? 6x. It's going to be by this one. We're equation 2.
Oh, yeah, plus 4y.
Nice. Plus 4y
Plus,
equals 8. Nice. Okay, and so now we do have the same terms, right? The 6 and the 6. Okay, now watch. If we add 6 and 6, what's going to happen? 12. Okay, we want to eliminate them. Eliminate. All right, so that means we're going to subtract instead, okay?
5y is minus 5.
Yep. 5y is minus 5 like that. Why didn't we add them? Because watch, if we add, this is plus 6, right? And that's plus 6. You see how those signs are the same? If we add them together, it gets bigger. 6 plus 6 is 12. Is it eliminated? No, got bigger. Basically when the signs are the same, like both positive or both negative, you subtract.
This is fastest way to do
This one? Yeah. Yeah, once you finish the talking, like it's pretty quick. Okay. You see, if this was a minus 6 for some reason, then you would add because they're opposite signs, right? Okay, but this is what we get. One step further, we get y by itself. So y is equal to minus 1 there. Yeah.
What about the first one here? Minus 4x minus 2y is minus 12. 4x plus 8y is minus 24. They are like have the same number, but one of them is minus and one of them is
Then you add them together if they're opposites like that.
okay.
Okay. Where are we at here though? We got the y. So we got minus 1. We need to know the x. Which one do you want to use to find it? We got our original 1, original 2. We got our updates. Which one's your favorite? Yeah, we need the x, right? First one?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's do that one. So then
Uh,
using, yeah, go ahead, Zoom.
So, how it's become a 9y?
How 9y?
Yeah, from where it coming 9y?
Because watch, we took equation 1, which had a 3 in there, 3y.
Mm-hmm.
And when we multiply it by 3, 3 times 3 is 9.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And we do that for all the terms. 3 times 2, 6, 3, 9, 1, 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the trick, remember, to decide that was we're eliminating x, so we just do opposite numbers.
Mhm.
Because this is a 3, we multiply this one by 3. Because this is 3 multiplied by 2. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so that's a common trick to look for. Strategy. So using 1, what do we got? We're looking for x. Y is our minus 1. And that equals 1 like that. Warm up number 1 then. We have 2x minus 3 is equal to 1. And so that means we get 2x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 2. So for the final answer, we now have x is equal to 2. And from earlier on, we had y is equal to minus 1. Yeah, question? No. Okay. So there it was in the beginning there. The original question. Here it is, the updates. So that we have coefficients matching. Because the signs are the same, we subtracted in this case. Solve for y. And then later on, we solve for x. Okay. And that takes care of it. Oh, that was the original. Those are the updates. Solve for y, and then later solve for x. Oh, look at that. That's it for the examples I got. Unless you guys want another one. No? You feeling confident? You're not confident. You want one more? Yeah, one more. Okay. You're like, no, don't leave me. No, it's okay. I won't leave you. It'll be all right. We'll get do another one here. Okay, example 3. Solve with elimination. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There they are. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. What are you going to do to get coefficients the same? No, we're going to get coefficients the same, we have to do some multiplying, right? Yeah. So what are we going to multiply by, or which equation, and multiply by what? Sure, we can work with equation 2. And what are we going to do with it? We're going to multiply it by what? Not the other equation per se, but numbers from the other equation maybe. See, are the x's the same? Well, that's a 2 and that's a 1, right? So how do we get them the same? This number you multiply by, you bring it from outer space, actually. You bring it because it works. Okay, so this number here, this 1 times what will make the coefficients the same? Number 2, right? So you're looking, you keep it in mind, right? But then you're really bringing it from somewhere else. Not multiplying the equations together. Okay, so 2 gets updated. So it's no longer x, it is now times 2, so it is 2x, yeah. The other one is no longer 5, it is now 10, yep. Equation 2 times 2. And then equation 2, yeah, I think I heard it, 26. Nice. It doesn't matter which equation you choose. That's true. And not only that, it doesn't matter if you choose x or y. You just choose the easiest one. If we wanted to work with y, then you do the opposites all the time. That times 5, that times 3. And then it would work out. Okay. But this is what we got here with our updates. We now have equation 1 that has a 2 in the front. And we have this other equation also with a 2 in the front. So equation 1 now looks like this, 2x, well, it stays the same. Our updated equation looks like this, 2x plus 10y is equal to 26. Well, that's an awkward number. Okay, so this is the system we now got to eliminate with. This is the system we got to solve. Okay, so the 2's are the same for 2 x's there. Are we going to add or subtract now to get rid of these, to eliminate those? Yep, subtract was the answer. Subtract is correct. Because they're both the same. 2x minus 2x, those are gone. Eliminated. Now we got to watch, because just the way we arranged it, we're subtracting. So 3 minus 10 now, what does that give?
7.
7 true. Minus 7, yeah, that's good.
Oh my.
And now we got to keep everything the same. We're going 3y minus 10y. We got to go 5 minus 26. Okay, so what do we,
21.
minus 21 from Zoom. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. 0 times x gives 0. So we're just left with minus 7y is equal to minus 21. So y is going to equal what when we work through this? 3 for sure. Minus divided by minus it'll be plus. Yeah. So we have this. We need the x. What are we going to do? Which one? Oh. We got the 3. We need the x. You want the original number 1, original 2, updated one? Which one do you think? I think the second one. Look, we got a single x there, right? That's always nice when that happens. Okay, so using 2. X plus 5y is equal to 13. X plus 5 times 3 there, replacing the y. That's 13. So you can race me to the end if you want. Plus 15 is equal to 13 like that. And so x will equal, I'll show this mini step just to make sure we got it. So x is going to equal minus 2 when we get down to there at the end. Yeah? Okay, so then, final answer? Minus 2 is first, because that's what the x is, right? And then 3 over there at the end like that. How's that? Feeling better? Yeah, well, just that extra one helps, right? Okay, good. So I'm going to stop the video. Give that a break.